everybody. Look, I like to think that my book, Astrid Falls, is a perfectly written novel. I like to think that, but it's just not true. There are some things in it that just don't quite work. One of those things is that because I really didn't want to hit the reader over the head with stuff, I may have made some things a little too hard to pick up on. It's a tricky balance. For instance, I tried to seed this idea throughout the book that people are storytelling animals, that we use imagined constructs to help us make sense of the world. Constructs like identity and race and culture and heritage. And often these constructs don't describe the world accurately, and that can lead to bad outcomes. I tried to illustrate this point through a little scene between the characters Astrid and Markov about the gambler's fallacy, and I'd like to share that bit of the book with you right now, if I may. Here we go. "Look," said Markov. "I flipped this coin." He tossed it up and caught it tightly in his fist. "What are the odds of it coming up heads or tails?" 50-50, said Astrid. "Right," said Markov. He opened his fist, revealing the minted profile of a smirking old lady. "Heads." He tossed it up again and caught it tight. "Now, what are the odds of it coming up heads this time?" Said Astrid. Mental math had never been her strong suit, fractions in particular. 1 in 4? Markov giggled like a child besting an adult with a riddle. "Nope," he said. Nope, still 50-50. "And somewhere in the world, another Las Vegas is born." Astrid furrowed her brow. But that can't be right, can it? 2 heads in a row? That's got to have worse odds than just 1 flip. "Ah," said Markov, "but I didn't say what are the odds of any 2 flips coming up heads. That would be 1 in 4. What I said was, what are the odds of it coming up heads this time? Each flip of the coin, the odds are the same, 50-50. Wait, Astrid's math headache was starting already. "Any 2 flips together have worse odds?" "Yes," said Markov. "But if you flip the coin and then flip it again, the odds are the same?" "Yes," said Markov. "Okay, but if you..." Astrid put her fingers to her temples and made a strained noise in her throat. "Look," said Markov, 1 flip doesn't affect any other, okay? That's not how probability works. If it did, what about all the flips I've made before? Do they affect this one? Or what if you flip it instead? Would my flips affect your flips? And what if you flip it a mile away from here, or 100 miles away, or 1,000? What if I mail it to someone in Timbuktu and they flip it 20 years from now? And does it have to be the same coin? Could I switch it for an identical quarter, or a dime, or a nickel, or just a flat circle of metal I cut out of a tin can and wrote heads and tails on? And what about all the other coin flips all over the world throughout history? Do they all affect each other? What about the coin flips made by little green men in faraway galaxies? Oh, hey, what if time isn't linear? Would that mean that the coin flips we haven't made yet affect the ones we make right now? Well, guess what? No, they don't. But human brains can't accept that. There's a fault in our gray matter that needs cause and effect, that needs a story. That's how we understand things, you see, with stories. So we put a story there. We put connections between the flips. We play roulette and we think, hey, red hasn't come up in forever. It's just gotta come up now. And then we bet our life savings. And that's how you get fountains and flamingos and showgirls in the middle of the desert. So that was the bit from the book. So what did you think? Did that scene help get the point across, or did it feel completely unrelated? Let me know in the comments. Okay, bye! Also, I tried this with a teleprompter for the first time. Did it feel weird that I wasn't looking directly at you?